Hello everyone, so today in this video I'm going to talk about spectroscopic measurement. So basically there are two processes in the spectroscopic measurement. The first one is absorption spectroscopy. Another one is emission spectroscopy. Before that, we need to understand what is the definition of spectroscopy. So by definition, spectroscopy is the interaction between radiation and matter. So spectroscopists, or a person who study the interaction between radiation and matter, use this interaction to obtain information about the sample. So the sample is usually stimulated in some way by applying energy in the form of heat or electrical energy, or light particles, or by a chemical reaction. Okay, next I'm going to explain about the absorption spectroscopy, the process behind this. So I need to draw the energy level diagram. So this is the simplified energy level diagram to explain the absorption spectroscopy. Before applying the stimulus, the analyte is predominantly in its lower energy state or ground state. So this is ground state. And then the stimulus, for example, the stimulus is electromagnetic radiation, or ER. So the stimulus causes some of the analyte species to undergo transition from ground state or lower energy state to a higher energy state or excited state. So this is excited state. So the information about the sample can be obtained by measuring the amount of electromagnetic radiation absorbed as a result of excitation from ground state to excited state. So this process is known as absorption spectroscopy. But one thing you need to remember, absorption can only occur if the radiation's energy matches the difference between two energy levels. Okay, the radiation energy matches the difference between two energy levels, or delta E. So then the absorption is possible. So this technique can give quantitative and qualitative information about the sample, and it is widely used in chemistry, biology, forensic science and agriculture. So for this course, the online course, UV and visible spectroscopy, the type of spectroscopic measurement is absorption spectroscopy. Okay, next we go to the second process in the spectroscopic measurement, emission spectroscopy. Okay, so for this type of measurement, radiant power is emitted as the analyte returns from excited state to ground state. So the information about the sample, this can give information about identity and concentration of the sample, And this technique is widely used in atomic spectroscopy in the determination of metals concentration. Okay, now the term emission spectroscopy, it refers to a method in which the stimulus is heat or electrical energy. Another term that you need to know is chemiluminescent spectroscopy. Chemiluminescent spectroscopy, it refers to the excitation of analyte by a chemical reaction. So that means the stimulus is chemical reaction. So you can see chemi here in front of this word. So it's for stimulus chemical reaction. So for both cases or both process, emission spectroscopy and chemiluminescent spectroscopy, the mechanisms for both cases are the same. I mean, it involves the emission of radiant power as the analyte returns from excited state to ground state, but differ only in the stimulus. Okay. Again, the stimulus for emission spectroscopy is heat or electrical energy. Meanwhile, for chemiluminescent spectroscopy, the stimulus is by a chemical reaction. So I think that's all for spectroscopic measurement. Okay, I hope this video can give you something useful information in order to understand the spectroscopic better. That's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.